Well, welcome back, everyone, to the 45th Annual Winmore Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open here. I know, new voice at a weird time, but these guys got started right away. So William Stuart here, Ryan Mooneyham alongside me for the start of this one before Sean jumps back in. What a great match we have in store for you here. Jeff Smith just falling off the PDC tour as a tour card holder, taking on Chris Lim in this one. And we all know Chris Lim's past. We mentioned it. Jeff, of course, a former BDO finalist, if I'm not mistaken, at the Lakeside World Championship. So both of these guys trying to book their place at the Lakeside if they can possibly do it.
One of the key things for Chris Lim is he's going to take on a powerful scorer. We know what Jeff Smith does. It's going to have to settle in, keep that smooth throw going. But when that double's there, Chris Lim has pegged it in the last matches. He'll have to peg it today.
You're dang right. He's really playing well. That last match versus Jim Widd, I mean,
it's textbook.
Yeah, it really was. And for him, I actually spoke with him just a little bit before the tournament. And I said, have you been playing much? He said, absolutely not. I've been spending more family time than anything. I said, what do you think you're going to come in here and win? He says, actually, I've been down on myself, and I don't have any confidence. But do I think I can win? Yeah, if I start piecing things together. Well, safe to say, buddy, you are piecing things together now.
Speaking of piecing things, he wanted to piece together a 180. Didn't get it.
Jeff sitting at 260. A ton would be handy to leave the 160.
Man, I tell you what, I've been watching Jeff play for a long time, and I love his delivery. I love his direct shot right in.
He definitely has a very good delivery, and ever since he made the switch to Cosmo, I mean, those Cosmo barrels, I think his game's really stepped up a notch. Really feels comfortable and loving those new darts from Cosmo.
Speaking of stepping up, he's going to have to deliver ton plus here. Only manages the ton. But Lim will look at the first 121, his first three darts at it.
Starting on the 20s, we'll have to go 51 bowl potentially. Jeff on a ton. Not going to have the opportunity here.
Manages to leave 64, but here comes the 100.
Just underneath. What will he do here? He stays on the trip 20 bet, and it may cost him here. We shall see. With Lim on 64.
Just to remind everybody, look at that score line. It is first to 5 now.
Oh, my goodness. Double-double. May not be double-double, but he can still get out on double here. Double 8. Boom. What a shot for Chris Lim. And that is an 18-dart leg here to open us off.
Well, man, I missed a lot, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, we had like 9-ton 80s, 6 round of 9s, and 4 9-darters. Welcome back,
goodness.
Mr. Sean Green. Leg 1 was won by Chris Lim. It was a hold to throw. You're caught up.
It was a break-a throw because he's throwing first in this leg.
Oh, it was a break-a throw. Bad Ryan.
That's all right. First of 5 legs here. 2 fantastic players in this semifinal. Jeff Smith wants to return to the Lakeside stage and book a spot there. Chris Lim would like to get back there as well and repeat as champion of this event. We just saw him average 96 in the last match. Jeff Smith, I'm sure, has been throwing smoke all day.
Well, let's just take a look while we're at it, huh?
Former Lakeside finalist.
We're at the stage now. We can see how they've done all day. Give me a minute. I'll have that all information to you, sir.
Chris Lim, 3rd overall in average. And again, that last leg was the the big one for him at a 97. So he's raising his game up here. Jeff Smith, an opportunity to get the first look at a finish. He will do that, but just barely. And you can see Jeff Smith has been a little bit more consistent at a couple of matches where he dipped below the 70 mark, or the 71 mark. But other than that, 93.9 is his highest average so far today. And I'm sure he's the type of player that just consistently does things like this. Bullseye for the 164 checkout opportunity, where he just steals legs by taking out big finishes. One of the best finishers in the game.
One thing we noticed earlier was break a throw, break a throw, break a throw. Jeff's trying right now.
Tops for a 2-0 lead. What a dart from Chris Lim and a 103 checkout. 18 dart hold of throw, but that is a big hold of throw. 2-0 lead here on Jeff Smith. Jeff had one dart at the bull, and that was it. Silencer versus lightning.
Well, both these gentlemen have a lot of international play experience.
Yep.
Chris Lim more on the soft tip side, goes to Asia a lot. Of course, we know what Jeff Smith's done at MSG, the Ali Pali, you name it.
4-year card holder before this year for the PDC. Had quite a bit of success and a little bit of unlucky circumstances here in this last year.
You know, I'll tell you what, I spent a good amount of time following his posts and watching the struggles he had with the pandemic.
Great cover shot there from Lim.
He endured a lot.
Yep.
And to do that for 4 years, that is just huge. On Chris Lim's side, I've talked to him quite a few times. He's got a fairly young family, and that family right now with the children is taking up a big portion of his time.
Yeah, and he's a good family guy too. It's fun to see him with the wife and kids.
Just to kind of get you an update before we get into the outs, our next match here will be Jacob Taylor taking on the winner of either David Cameron or Jim Mayer. So don't go very far. We do have another semifinal match next. And Jacob Taylor waiting on his opponent.
Chris Lim trying to put a lot of pressure on this 158 opportunity that Jeff has. Would like a treble to help out with that. Switching down to the 19s. Ooh, and only hits a 7. That's not what he was looking for there at all. Jeff does not even have to be aggressive on this 158 opportunity. He does want to leave it handy, though. Great last.
I was going to say that 5 fly off with a trip 20 to follow. It is 85, gives him a nice 73 to work with. But Lim is still back. Big 140 here would be huge.
Steps over, going to try and stick it between the two and only get 60 out of it. Already has 1 ton plus checkout in the leg, or in the match. Jeff Smith, double 8.
Beautiful.
The silencer finishes off another one.
Beautiful check. Beautiful check.
Puts the first leg on the board for himself. Hold a throw for him. Still one breakdown. Chris would have liked more after where that first dart landed in the treble. Right on that bottom wire perfectly for him. Jeff sticks it in a great spot too. He is going to follow it. Looking down. Big 171 from Jeff Smith.
Update from the last of the top 8 matches. David Cameron 1-0 over Jim Mayer.
All right, there you go. As Chris Lim piles in a 140 to follow the 171 of Jeff. Follows it with a 97. Such a great quality matchup this one is. Jeff an opportunity now in an opening. Looking down to the 19s.
Give us 3.
133 is good enough. Leaves 100. And all Chris can do is put some pressure on it.
Needs a triple. No troubleless visit needed here.
He does not find one. Oh, the worst start you can shoot there on that first one.
You see him smile on that one?
And he still angrily hits 80 to leave double 10.
Yeah, that smirk coming out of something was like, really, 99?
158's a big ask, and it cannot go now. It was a good first start at it. 78 left. Leaves 24 if he gets a shot at it. Double 10 for Jeff Smith. Double 5. And he pins it. And he breaks Chris Lim's throw, and it's now 2-2. 14 dart break a throw there from Jeff Smith.
Big hold right here for Jeff Smith. Got to hold, put the pressure on Lim to try to hold his throw. It still gives you the driver's seat if you can get this leg here to hold throw through.
First of 5 legs here in the semifinal. The first of 2. We're still waiting on the second opponent in the second semifinal. Right now, Dave Cameron up 2-0 on Jim Mayer.
Jacob, the Truth Taylor, of course, waiting on that one.
Jeff, a steady ton there early in this pivotal leg.
Chris Slims opens this match up 2-0. Jeff comes back, ties it up 2-2. First one to 5.
A great 135 there from Chris Lim. Jeff continues just to be steady.
Man, he has grabbed that trip 17 twice now.
Just steady as can be. But I love seeing Chris Lim playing this well. Up for the challenge right now.
He has proven he's up for the challenge. He is going to push Jeff Smith all the way back on his heels and make him throw.
Little snatchy on dart 2. Goes to the 25 on dart 3. Smart dart. 150 left from Chris Lim. 3 bowls needed.
Double bowl, double bowl, double bowl.
Simon is in the room, just saying. Not going to do it.
2 different routes to go this way. Yeah. Trip 20, trip 18, or trip 19, trip 19, depending on the player's preference.
Jeff Smith needs 2 treble 20s with the first 2 darts to get a look at it. Not going to do that.
Not happy with that one.
Chris going to start on the 20s here. Double 15 for a break of throw, and he goes inside on dart 2. Leaves double 4 if he returns, but Jeff Smith on 100. This is the type of finish that Jeff Smith is known for taking out. Tried to go treble 16 for double 16. So Chris Lim does come back with double 4 left. And he pegs it and breaks right back. 3-2 scoreline here.
The doubling
for Chris Lim.
The doubling for Chris Lim in the last 2 matches that we have shown has been good. Yep. Excellent, spot on. You picked the word.
And his scoring has been extremely well.
Mm-hmm. He's been clinical all the way through this.
It is very rare to see a troubleless visit out of him, just like that. So far. Jeff Smith. That's a 180.
I was going to say, speak of clinical, you can't get any more clinical than that.
The second time he started off with a max to start the leg in the semifinal. But this is what I'm talking. Chris has been up to this challenge here. Fires a 180 right back. Anything you
181.
can do, I can do the same. My goodness, what a match.
I'm quietly watching.
Yep.
This is intense.
Almost like a circus.
Oh, not a turn that Lim wanted. Advantage switches back to Jeff.
Advantage, Jeff, even with that miss on the 25 there. All Chris can do is pressure. Would like a couple trebles. Not going to do that.
Stay there. Oh, 96 would have been big.
The 139's on.
Oh.
Sets it up so beautifully there.
I will tell you, the one thing I've liked watching Jeff Smith over the years is setup shots.
Big ask here for Lim, and he does not take it. So Jeff Smith a chance to break again. The fourth break a throw in this match. If he can take out double 10. Great marker. I love how beautiful those darts are, too. Gets it on dart 2. 3-3 score line. And in that last top 8 matchup, it's now 2-2, Cameron and Mayer.
The truth, ready to play.
Big 140 start from Jeff Smith with the throw. 3-3 score line. First of 5 legs here in the semifinal.
140 open for Smith, 100 back up from Lim. Only gets off a ton there. Still's got him in the driver's seat. Lim needs to put pressure with 10 plus.
Looking down at the 19s. Going to stay there with that marker. 96 scored. To keep 1 treble to 2 is just a little bit behind. Jeff Smith.
I can't tell if that second one's in.
It is. Goes to the bull on dart 3.
Nice big 145. Beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful shot.
Does that to only need 1 treble, just in case Lim does leave the finish here. Goes 19s, which is definitely a weird way to do it.
You and I have talked about this. Go to the bull first, then
Yep.
trip 18, trip 18.
But I like bullseye, trip 20, trip 20.
Or a bullseye, trip 20, trip 20. Yep.
Jeff is going to get a dart at this, and it's going to be at his favorite double, double 18. Just inside on it. A little dirty air there. Sorry about that. Chris Lim, 172. Definitely looking more likely for Jeff Smith to hold his throw here in this leg. Take a 4-3 lead. And put Chris 1 leg away from defeat.
He decides to split.
And it works out beautifully for him. Great darts there from Jeff Smith. 4-3 lead. Lim just has to do his job and hold his throw in this leg and then worry about it next. Great 1-3-5 start from him.
First dart was there. Second dart pulled into the trip 5. He stayed composed and added another triple for the 1-3-5 start.
That 100 from Jeff is the worst way that he started in quite a while, which is saying a lot.
He has the throw for the finals.
Yep.
If he doesn't get it here, so he's got an opportunity to break here if it falls, or he's got his throw to start the last leg decider.
Well, Lim has broken Jeff Smith's throw twice already in this match, so you know it can happen. Chris in control of this leg. Just going to do not weird stuff like this.
.26. That's not an opportunity time to have
Not a good time for breakfast.
a bogey round. All Smith can do is get a little bit closer. That 26 bogey may not hurt.
It's a beautiful first start for Chris. Would have loved more than the ton there after that first one, but first look at a finish will be for Chris Lim. Jeff Smith wants a treble there, gets it. Great dart on dart 3.
We got a battle to the out. 160 versus 140. Lim goes first.
And now it's just a setup shot. And honestly, because it's Jeff Smith, it's a hope that he doesn't hit the 160.
Not happy with a 45.
He's hit bigger shots in bigger moments. Not going to do it this time. So how does Chris go about this?
You got to go to bull. You got to go to bull. Because otherwise you have to have a triple.
He says, no, I don't. I can go treble 19, double 19. It's actually a pretty good marker for him on that. Oh, unlucky. Drags it below. Jeff Smith should have 2 darts for the match to become the first finalist. Tops. Ooh, double 10.
Oh, pulls it into the inside. 38 to send us to the last leg decider.
Chris was not expecting this moment. It's a good marker. Now it's a little bit more awkward. He's got to step over and throw an aggressive dart here on dart 3. And he does so and pins it. Let's go to a last leg decider.
Here we go, folks. 4-4. Smith on the throw. Who's got it?
Jeff's going to make it really hard with this start automatically. And that's a 180 start from Jeff Smith, his 3rd time with a maximum to start off a leg. Chris needs at least a 140 to match right here. That was an unlucky.
Yeah, kicked the back, grabbed the top of the dart, kicked right out. Smith on the advantage right here. Grabs another ton.
Yep. And the scoring power has come alive here for Jeff Smith when he absolutely needs it the most.
Not happy with a 45. Pulls his darts quickly. Not a person you want to be slow on.
And last dart has been huge, as David Cameron becomes the last semifinalist, defeats
Jim Mayer.
4-2. And Chris Lim, all he can do is hope Jeff takes more than 6 darts at 121. He's going to stay. Yep. Just trying to tee it up a little bit. Chris has got to put in a big score here.
We go to the 19s for the 133. No, nope, he's not. I've seen him do that a lot on 273 and 233 to start the 19s, but he has not.
Jeff Smith, 6 from 56 to become your first finalist. And there it is, Jeff Smith, a 5-4 victory, 14 dart hold of throw in the last leg decider. Made it nearly impossible on Chris Lim there. Look at this winning dart. Smooth as can be.